Hi friends, welcome back. It's me, Bastille. Okay, um, we're just gonna rant today, okay? I don't really have a whole spiel that I'm gonna go on. I might. Okay, I have a little something, but like, wherever this video goes, it goes. Okay, if you can see, I'm outside. I'm on vacation recording this. I finally have the house to myself, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a video. Have a little bit of motivation to do it right now, so fuck it, we're gonna do it. So yeah. I want to start with this. This is the first thing I want to say that will kind of start off this whole video. You are your best friend and your worst enemy at the same time. Okay? You are the person that will always be there for yourself. You will always be there for yourself if you allow yourself to be, okay? But also, you can be your worst enemy at the same time. You will be the person that ruins your day sometimes, or makes choices that will ruin things closer in your life. Okay, it's so hard being that too. Everybody is that for themselves. Everybody loves themselves or hates or sabotages themselves at the same time. Okay, and it's really hard to find an in between. Okay, or even just choose one to be. And we do not want to choose to be our worst enemy because a lot of people are. I have met so many people, and being someone who shares about mental health, I have met so many people who are their own worst enemy. Like, there are so many people who self-sabotage without knowing, or they're just in such a negative state that they cannot be positive. Like, they cannot help themselves, or they choose not to help themselves, or they believe that they are not worthy of help. And I'm like, I need to help you. Like, or I wish I could, but like, I have to be, I have to take care of myself or whatever. So we're gonna talk on that, okay? It's just so crazy, like, just meeting people like that. It's very hard to see. Like, it's because I used to be that way too. I remember being in the thick of it every single day. Someone would try to be positive to me, or someone would try to, like, just anything. Somebody would try to help, and I just be like, no, I'm never gonna get better. This is just how my life is. My life sucks, and it's gonna stay like that for the rest of my life. I'm not going anywhere in my life. And I'm like, okay, now that I'm out of it, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I was like that to myself. I cannot believe that I treated myself like that. And of course, being surrounded by other people who are also like that, or treat you how you treat yourself in a negative way, is not fun. It's not good, and it's very detrimental. So let me start with some positive stuff. Okay, I know we kind of just jumped into negative, but let me start with being your best friend first, okay? And then we can talk about the negative stuff later, because I want to try to be positive about this. But you know what? Every topic is not always positive, okay? Of course you guys understand that. If you don't, well, now you do. When you can become your best friend, it's crazy. Now, obviously, for some people, they're like, oh, well, I have that best friend, like an actual other person for me. Great, amazing. If you don't have that person, be your best friend for yourself, okay? Because for me, I've always kind of seek that out in someone else, but now I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get that. No one's coming to save me. Okay, no one wants to help like that. No one wants to be that for me, so I have to be that for myself. And you know what? That's completely okay. It's probably better than having another person to depend on, because you can't really leave yourself. So I'll try to share how to become that. I'm still kind of working on that myself. But I'll just give some tips here and there, but just being able to be like, okay, I'm here for myself. Always. I will always be here for myself. I will always sit here. I will always, love myself, because you can still love yourself and be negative. Let me explain that. Excuse me. But yeah, when you can get to that point of, I love myself, I love who I am, I would be friends with myself. And you know what? I'm going to form a friendship with myself. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to be here for myself, because I deserve that. That is what I deserve, okay? I deserve nothing less, because that's what I deserve. And again, please bear with me, because I'm literally winging it today. Like, I'm just going off the top of my head. So if there's cuts, I said something that I didn't think was right. But just being able to accept yourself and your own love, that part right there, being able to accept your own love is good. it's amazing. And I have made a short on this, but just being able to know yourself, because only you know the real you. Only you know the true you, okay? Everybody else has their own virgins. Everyone else have their own versions of you in their mind, okay? No matter who you meet, whether it's your parents, your best friend, your husband, your whoever, like anybody like that, they have their own version of you. Only you know the real, true you, okay? Even if you have someone that you're really close to, I bet you there are still some things you hide. You know, some parts of yourself that you kind of close off or put to the side, okay? We all do. I know we all do. You know you do, okay? I'm looking at you. But seriously, and that's, for me, that is probably my first tip, is get to know yourself. Because yes, oh, I'm me, I already know myself. No, you don't. No, you know, there are still some things you have to learn about yourself. Especially if you're still young like me. There are some things you're going to have to learn about yourself. Even if you're old, actually, like there are some things you might not know. And you have to learn about that. But once you learn that, you will learn how to take care of yourself. You will learn what you need to reassure yourself, how to calm you down, you know, how to get you through a tough situation, and how to just be able to be kind to yourself. Because a lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people don't know how to find that either, okay? A lot of people are so confused, and they don't know how to find, you know, the kindness for themselves. Because it's so easy to be kind to other people, right? Like, wow, I can be so kind to just a random stranger I meet, but not myself. So, if you can just find the space in between to just be like, okay, I'm gonna have rough days, but you know what? I'm gonna be nice to myself. You know, I love myself. I will always be here, okay? If I'm in a rough situation, I will help myself. I will not abandon myself. I will not revert back to my old ways. Even if you do, that's okay, but just trying to have that set in place of I will be here for myself, okay? And that doesn't just go for a tough situation. That goes for being happy. You're allowed to be happy for yourself. And, you know, like best friends, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell you about this, or I just made a huge achievement. Be that for yourself too. Like when I achieve something, even like big or little, no matter the size, I'm so happy for myself. Like I literally congratulate myself. Like it's so easy now. Okay, once you figure out how to do all this stuff, it is so easy to just be kind to yourself, to be your own best friend, okay? It's so easy. And this mostly goes for like my people who are not fond of other people, or who have had past experiences where they're like, you know what, I'm not very trusting of other people. I'm not a huge people person or anything like that. Like this is literally for you because and I know some people might say, oh, that's so sad and lonely. That's so lonely that you're just friends with yourself and that's it. But like I bet you I have a stronger relationship with myself than you do. I know myself and you don't. So, butt out of it. But just, it's just crazy. Like, when you can get to that spot, I know I keep talking about when and when you do this and how you get there. Not how you get there, but when you get there. Without actually saying how to get there. But I can't really tell you guys. Like, you just have to be so accepting of yourself. And that's what everybody struggles with. Mostly everybody struggles with accepting themselves for who they are. Now, obviously, there are things some people need to change about themselves, but still accepting the things that you cannot change, or accepting the things that you do need to change and changing it for yourself. Like, I saw this quote and it literally, like, it felt like someone stabbed me. But it's, you owe yourself the same love that you so easily give out to everybody else. And that's so true. That is so freaking true. If you don't want to be your own best friend, do that at least, okay? Start with yourself first. Love yourself first. Because when you can do that, then you can be there for other people. You can be strong for yourself when you need to be strong for other people. And that's what a lot of people need. Okay? I'm again, I'm just spitballing here. I feel like I'm not really saying anything to help, but we're just gonna say fuck it, okay? If I need to add more, I will, but it's so hard sometimes. Because even if you do have a really strong mindset, a really strong mind, a really strong mentality, it can be hard. Like, certain instances, instances, you will self-sabotage sometimes. It's just human nature that we do that, and that's okay. Honestly, it sucks, but you will learn from it. That's another thing. I know I talked about this in my positive mindset video, but there is something to learn from what you go through. And if there's something repeatedly happening that to yourself, like if you were constantly telling yourself the same thing, or I don't want to say bullying yourself, but pretty much bullying yourself, or insulting yourself, or saying the same negative thought over and over again, that is something you need to pinpoint and you need to just tackle, because again, only you know the true you, and only you know what you need sometimes, okay? And sometimes there are only things that you can handle yourself. Sometimes there won't be people around, or there aren't people around who want to help. So you just have to sit there. You have to pinpoint everything and just be like, okay, now I need to flip the script. Okay, I've been a bit negative to myself, and I'm allowed to be. That's okay. But now it's just, I need to flip it. I need to stop being my worst enemy and start being my best friend again. Because if I keep going down this route, things are just going to get worse. Way, way worse than they need to be. And I need to fix it. And guess what? It's okay. Let me say this right now. When I talk about this stuff and anything with healing is not instant, okay? It's not linear either. It's up and down roller coasters, and it takes a while. It can take weeks, months, years even, and I know that sucks to hear, but you know what? It will be good in the end. It will all work out in the end, and it will be worth it, okay? So, if you find yourself being your worst enemy again, like, you have to catch yourself. If you find yourself doing that, you have to be like, okay, stop. Take a deep breath. Hold on to that, okay? Because what I'm being right now to myself is not good. Like, this is not a good place to be. But also, if you're a people pleaser like me, would you treat people the way you treat yourself? Would you treat another human being the way you treat yourself? Would you? Because if not, then you need to stop. You need to catch yourself, and you need to stop doing it. Especially if you want to do it to other people. Or even someone you love. If someone you love, or the person closest to you, would you treat them the same way? Would you say the same things to them? No, you would not. I bet 99% that you would not. Okay, so just think about that. Okay, when you're starting to get into that negative space, or starting to, be that way to yourself, you just need to be like, okay, I'm stopping. I'm taking a deep breath. And I need to change my mindset. I need to be kinder to myself, because I have caught myself where I'm like, I'm so stupid. Like, why would you do that to yourself? And I'm like, no, I'm allowed to make mistakes. I'm allowed to make mistakes. I'm allowed to have to learn from this, Like, making mistakes is just part of being a human. You have to fall to get up stronger. Like, these are all things that you have to push through sometimes, and it sucks. It really does suck. But just being able to identify that is another thing. You need to be able to identify when you're being bad to yourself. Okay. And this all may sound very weird, but when you can get to this place, you will understand. When you get to this place, you will know what I'm talking about. You will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just stop it. Like, literally pep talk yourself. If you have to, just be like, stop. Change your thoughts. You need to switch this around, because what's going on right now shouldn't be happening. It is, but it shouldn't be, okay? Because you need to be more kind. And I'm probably just, I sound like I'm repeating the same things to myself. Like, literally just listening to myself talk. I'm just repeating the same things. But I've all said it in different ways, because I know some people may not understand the first way I say it, the second way I say it, or the third way I say it. So if I'm repeating things, just know that I'm trying to, fit it to how certain people would need to listen to it. But just try, okay? I'm gonna give a challenge on each of my videos, or homework, not homework. I don't like that name. But just challenge you guys. I'm gonna challenge you to try to be your best friend, okay? Because I know most people, they are not super positive to themselves, including me. I am one of those people. I am guilty of that. but just challenge yourself to be your best friend. Okay, to treat yourself kindly first. And if you catch yourself being mean to yourself or being your worst enemy, just try to catch it. Okay, try your hardest to catch it, even if it's once. Okay, because that will start it. That will start the cycle. Because once you notice it once, it'll probably happen a second time, and it will keep happening, and you will keep figuring it out. Now, I know it's hard after you catch it to just be like, okay, I caught myself doing it. What do I do now? Like, what if I just want to keep being this way? Just try your hardest to have a soft heart for yourself. Okay, because sometimes that's what you need. Or if you're someone who needs tough love, do that. But just find a way to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself grace, because we all need it sometimes. Okay, we all need that. I'm not gonna say there's someone who doesn't, because we all need a little grace sometimes, especially from ourselves, because we're really mean to ourselves. But yeah, I want to challenge you guys to do that, and if you can do that, I'm so proud of you. And if you can already do that, again, I'm so proud of you. Okay, we're just getting closer and closer and closer to being better people, even if it's just to ourselves. Like, that is the best thing you could ever do. So, I think that's all I'm gonna talk about. I think I've hit it. I'm trying not to go super long with my videos. This is already 16 minutes. Okay. Anyways, I really hope that this helped someone. I really hope it helped you realize that you need to be kinder to yourself. And if not to yourself, then other people. Because, again, we can be our own best friends and worst enemy, but that also goes for other people too. So just keep that in mind. Have an open mind when you listen to all this. I know I'm saying this at the end, so it doesn't really help. But yes, keep an open mind. Just with everything, okay? With being kinder to yourself and trying to catch yourself and everything like that. Okay. I'm done. I don't got much else to say. Mic drop. Boom. I hope I just blew someone's mind. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions about what I said, please ask them. Okay, I'm always down to answer questions or explain more, because I know I don't do a lot of explaining in my videos. But yeah, any questions, anything, leave it. I will most likely reply. And just, yeah, thank you for taking the time to watch this, you beautiful humans. You're all amazing. I love you so much. Be kinder to yourself, okay? And just be nice. Okay, be nice to yourself. Be gentle, be kind. And keep moving forward, okay? Spread kindness like wildflowers, friends. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye!